Hi, welcome to Lightspeed Academy. I'm Jim Cooper, and thanks for joining me for this Lightspeed session on using route parameters with React Router. Route parameters are similar to query parameters, but instead of coming after the question mark, they are just part of the URL. Typically, they're used when the same page should be used to display information for different products or users, for example. To demonstrate using route parameters, notice that the name of our products on our Outpost page are now links. And if I click on one of them, they take me to a product details page. And the product identifier, also called a slug, is included in the URL. Notice though that it's not actually loading a page. And if we look in the console, you can see that it's saying no routes matched location product details / warp engine. Interestingly though, if we look in our code, you can see that I've created this new product details page. And I've even created a route for it that you can see right here in our app component. So if we jump back over to our browser, notice that if I remove the warp engine from the end of this URL and navigate to that it does load our product details page. And right now I just have the warp core product hard-coded on that page to be displayed. But what I want to be able to do is to be able to specify the product in our URL like this, and then load the product details corresponding to this product slug. This is where route parameters come in. So the first thing I need to do over in our app component is I need to add something right here that lets React Router know that we're going to pass a value here as part of the URL. I can do that simply with a colon and then the name of the route parameter, which I'll call slug. Slug is a word that's commonly used to describe a plain text identifier. I could call this whatever I want, like ID, but slug works for what I'm doing. And you can see over in our product data that each of our products now has a slug, which uniquely identifies that product. So now that I've defined a product details route with a route parameter named slug, if we go back to our Outpost page, you can see that our links are now working. Well, sort of. They're not displaying the correct product, but they are navigating to the product details page and displaying that page. It's just that it's always displaying the warp engine because that's what I have hard-coded in the product details component. What I really want to do is over here in my product details component, I want to grab the product slug from the route parameter on the URL and use that to look up the correct product instead of displaying this hard-coded warp engine product. To do that, I can use a hook called useParams, which I can import from React Router DOM like this. And then I'll just call that useParams function down here. This function returns an object with properties for each parameter passed on the URL. And since our product details route has a parameter named slug, I can grab that property off of the object returned by useParams like this. And now I can use this slug to find the correct product from my array of products. So I'll import my products array, and then down here from that products array, I'll find the first product whose slug matches the slug from our route param. And now, instead of hard coding this product, I can set this product equal to the result of that find function, which will return the product matching our slug. And that's it for defining and using route params. This should now be working. So if I come to my Outpost page, I can click on the warp engine, and that shows the warp engine. But if I click on another product, it shows that product. Awesome, we're now using our route parameter to populate our product details page. If you want to keep going, here is the next video on sharing component state with React, and here is the entire Lightspeed React playlist. And of course, please like and subscribe if you'd like to see the other content we're putting together. Thanks, and keep learning at Lightspeed.